Hey, I'm Mark. Hey, let's go. Get in here. Let's go. We got stuff to do. Rise and grind. We got to go. What are you doing? Why? Oh, geez, Lou. The elevator's not reaching the top floor today, is it? Okay, get the door closed before my principal walks by. Why? Because I don't want him to see what I'm doing. Okay? You know why? Because I'm a history teacher and I'm going rogue. So, when in a classroom, you might find that there are those students that are a little less than appreciative of the heritage that Grandma and Grandpa have left them. It's the nature of the beast. We have to generate interest in our kids, and it's not likely to be through a book. In the fall, you may see me on the sidelines of the football field where I teach. Or I try not to miss an opportunity to bring history alive for my students, even if it takes professional sports. You know, many professional sports mascots have historical or regional insignificance to a city where they play. Pittsburgh is the Steel City. Flight Command for NASA is in Houston, therefore the Rockets and the Astros. There's a lot of beer being brewed in Milwaukee. And there are more twins per capita in Minnesota than in any other state. It's a weird genetic case study, or the water, or something. Bah! That's not true? Oh, Twin Cities. Oh, good. Get the little shining girls off of the screen here. Okay, compose. Then there are those professional sports mascots that offer us no help at all. They have no regional significance or historical significance to where they play. Teams like the Lions, the Tigers, the Bears. These are kind of the Wizard of Oz mascots. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. So with that in mind, let's count down the 10 worst mascots in professional sports. Let's go rogue. Number 10, the Houston Texans. Now, Houston originally had a great, meaningful NFL mascot when they were the Oilers in the 70s and 80s. But that team moved to Tennessee in 1997 and were renamed the Tennessee Titans, earning them a dishonorable mention for their effort. I mean, is there anything truly titanic in Tennessee? The answer is, if you didn't know, is no, but I digress. So when a new franchise came to Houston in 2002, they chose the name Texans. How unoriginal. They named their mascot for their state, Texans. It's like a team calling themselves the Los Angeles Californians, or the Minneapolis Minnesotans, or the Albuquerque New Mexicans, or the New York New Yorkers. I mean, you let us down, Houston. Number 9, the Anaheim Ducks. Ducks aren't particularly intimidating, but when Disney brought an NHL franchise to Anaheim, they tried killing 2 stones with 1 bird. Check that. 2 birds with 1 stone. See, to promote their movie franchise about youth hockey, the Mighty Ducks, they called their NHL team literally the Mighty Ducks. Hey, isn't that guy from the Breakfast Club that taped that one kid's butt cheeks together? Yeah, well, Disney sold the franchise and the new owners dropped the Mighty, but the Ducks remain. And the Thrashers and the Sharks are skating away in fear. Number 8, the Orlando Magic. Let's stick with the Disney theme, shall we? Growing up in the shadow of the Magic Kingdom, the city of Orlando. So when it comes time for an NBA franchise to appear, why not? The Magic. The most popular player to ever play in Orlando? Shaquille O'Neal. So what does Disney do when they want to feature a 7-foot-tall rapping genie with an attitude ready for some slam dunk fun? Shaquille O'Neal. Number 7, the Toronto Raptors. Again, a city named its mascot after something from a movie. In this case, Toronto receives an NBA franchise in 1995, following the success of the movie Jurassic Park. Toronto's ownership team went full-on Disney, going with the Raptors moniker. That's one big pile of shit. Jeff freaking Goldblum. Is there any actor better than him? But again, I digress. Come on, Toronto. You're Canada. You're Canada's only representative in the NBA, and you went with the Raptors? The city that gave us the Blue Jays and the Maple Leafs and the Argonauts? You go with Raptors? Let me suggest that you make a change. If you want to reflect one of Toronto's true cultural icons, oh, you made me go there. Yeah, the Toronto Rush. Number 6, the Cleveland Browns. You are a freaking color. It's not even the color on your helmet. Your helmet is orange. When the first incarnation of the Browns moved to Baltimore and you were awarded another franchise, you went with the Browns again. You had a chance to do right by your city, but as a dog returns to its vomit. Cleveland has not really done well choosing its mascots. I mean, the Cavaliers were the losing side in the English Civil War. That's just racist. And brown, that's a color. Number 5, the Winnipeg Jets. I've never flown into Winnipeg. I'm not sure I ever will. I don't know anybody that has. I have flown into Hartsfield and Hartsfield. I've flown into Hartsfield, Hartsfield. In the ATL, I've also flown into LAX. Winnipeg seems to be more like OMA or TUC or FAT. You know, if the VP is such a VIP, we better keep the PC on the QT, because if it leaks to the VC, he might end up being an MIA and we might all be put on KP. I digress. I'm just not seeing a lot of Jets in Winnipeg. You know what else? Like the Cleveland Browns, this is the second incarnation of the Jets. Moniker in Winnipeg, Jets. Good job, Winnipeg. Number 4, the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis held over this mascot from the time the team moved from Vancouver in 2001. If you were to look at the historical range of the grizzly bear, you see that there are still grizzlies around Vancouver, but there were never a lot of grizzlies around Memphis. So what gives? Memphis, a city with such history, so much to offer, and you stick with grizzlies. You're the home of the king. No, not that king. Yes, that king. You can't even come up with something to do with Elvis? Get Sacramento on the phone and buy the rights to the Kings. Or Memphis barbecue. But for now, we are stuck with the Grizzlies. Number 3, the Arizona Cardinals. Another holdover from a move. The Cardinals played in St. Louis alongside the baseball Cardinals until they moved to Phoenix in 1987. Considering the rarity of Cardinals in Arizona, I'm surprised that the name is stuck for that long. Zona. You have other options. The Diamondbacks, the Suns, the Coyotes, they did it right. Cardinals, take a lesson. Number 2, the Utah Jazz. It is okay to change your moniker when you receive a team from another city. Maybe one of the best franchise names ever, the New Orleans Jazz, moved to the SLC in 1979, and they kept the Jazz moniker. I'm not even sure it's even legal to listen to jazz in Utah. Hey, remember that game where you'd have 2 pictures and they're alike, but something has been changed and you have to find that change? Let's do that with the Utah Jazz, okay? Utah, Jazz. See the difference? Utah, Jazz. Utah, Jazz. Maybe Utah could borrow another name from New Orleans and be the Saints. No, not those Saints. Yes, those Saints. Number 1, the worst professional sports moniker in all of professional sports, the Los Angeles Lakers. Really? Lakers? Yes, they're one of the most successful sports franchises in history, but this is about mascots, not rings. Lakers, there are no what regular people would call lakes in Los Angeles. You want lakes? I'll give you 10,000 of them in Minnesota. And that is from whence the Lakers got their name, when the Minneapolis NBA franchise moved to Los Angeles in 1960. Granted, the alliteration of Los Angeles with Lakers rolls off the tongue nicely. But again, show me the lakes. Okay, here's a map of Minnesota. All that blue, those are lakes. And here's one of them. Here's a map of California. All that blue, here's a lake in LA. Lake in Minnesota, lake in LA. Lake in Minnesota, that's not even a lake. That's the LA River raging at flood stage. And that's Danny Zuko racing that guy with the really bad acne. You know, grease lightning, go grease lightning, you are supreme. No, can't say that. Grease is the word, is the beauty school dropout. Right. All right, Grease, arg. Ask your parents. Right. I digress. Again, the Los Angeles Lakers, one of the great sports franchises in history. Some of the great players in the NBA ever, but a really sucky mascot. We won't expect them to find something more relevant to Southern California, but they will still have the worst named mascot in all professional sports. Do you agree with that countdown? Did I miss someone? Should a team be higher or lower on the list? Was I too critical of your favorite team? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to my channel, History Teacher Gone Rogue. I want to thank my producer, Michael Cox. I'd like to thank Mr. Brent Allen for letting us use his studio here on the campus of Columbia High School. I hope that you had fun. I sure did, but I won't quit my day job. And I hope to see you again real soon. Remember, I'm Mark Haggard. I'm a history teacher, and I've gone rogue. Fletch, let's take a look at the play. He is actually 6'5", with the afro, he's 6'9".